Hi, it's Matt. It's February 2023 and the UK is in the middle of a salad shortage.
You can't get a tomato for love nor money, and a member of parliament even implied we should eat turnips instead. I've seen people from all over the EU and beyond showing their plentiful veg aisles on social media. So I had a look at flights to the EU and saw you could get them to Dublin from 20 quid.
Is it time to go on a tomato heist? I've made it to Dublin in the Republic of Ireland, and I'm actually only about 80 kilometres away from the border with Northern Ireland, which is part of the United Kingdom. So it's time to see if the salad really is greener on the other side. Or redder. I'd like my tomatoes to be ripe, I think. To the supermarket! I'm in tomato heaven. I may have found some, but they are different to what was meant to be on the shelves. So what's going on? And will I get them home?
Who would have thought that international supply chains and geopolitics would be complicated? Many things are going on. Weather. Tomatoes aren't in season this time of year in the UK. We normally import them from Spain and Morocco, but they've had a bad crop, so there are fewer to go around. Fuel. The usual workaround for weather is growing fruit and veg in greenhouses. The huge energy prices right now mean that it's not just costing way more to heat our homes, but it costs more to heat greenhouses too. Isolation. We're just further away from the tomatoes and on islands, making our supply chains more complicated. It's all balanced so that we end up with just the right amount of produce to avoid waste. This is known as just-in-time delivery. As soon as you compound several problems though, it rocks the balance. Brexit. While it might not be directly Brexit related, I could see how we could be lowered down the priority list for whatever European tomatoes there are.
I am back at the airport, and before I go through security, I thought it'd be wise to check that I wasn't going to break any laws by smuggling illicit fruit and vegetables into the UK. And it turns out I'm allowed to take £390 worth in for personal use. So it's all above board. Wow. I made it through security, and I'm sure you'll be very surprised to hear that my bag got stopped and manually searched. But it's because I left my Kindle in my bag and didn't take it out with my laptop. They didn't care about the tomatoes. Obviously, I don't suggest that we all go to the EU and bring back tomatoes. That would be ridiculous. But if you think about it, the amount of fresh produce that we can get all year round is mad. I just found it so intriguing seeing people online posting about how weird it was that there weren't tomatoes, when it's actually weirder that we can get them all year round. And if all of these factors mean that the price has gone up, I suppose I can see why the supermarkets would rather have empty shelves than make the tomatoes more expensive for everyone. Anyway, the supply chains will have probably worked out a new source of them. They'll all be back on the shelves by the time I've posted this video, and we will have all forgotten that this ever happened. This video was brought to you with the power of hindsight. Of all of the EU countries I could have picked, why did I choose the one that the UK has a history of stealing vegetables from? Well, I know what I'm having for dinner. It's a bit wet. Good tomato though.